WikiLeaks has done it again. They talked about WikiLeaks and emails from Hillary Clinton in the debate last night. Now there are more. John Bussey is here. He's the associate editor of the Wall Street Journal. I guess there will be more and more, we've been told.
Yeah, I suspect so. I mean, there's thousands more that haven't been released yet. And this is, for people, who want to see the political sausage being made, in the kitchen, here's a very good opportunity to see that. These emails show them kind of wrestling with issues. As you were pointing out earlier, how do you both appeal to the Bernie Sanders voter while attacking him on the campaign trail, knowing full well later on you may have to get his support? How do you deal with Bill Clinton's sex life? Those are emails back and forth on that. How do you contend with a range of other issues, including what you've said in private and what you've said in public, as the speech discussion earlier last week, unveiled that you said one thing in private, you said another thing in public. How do you justify both of those once the campaign's underway?
Think what those emails regarding what she said to the big banks and a public and a private position and open global trade and open global market. Think what Bernie Sanders could have done with that, Jim.
Yeah, that's right. And what she says now, there's also a kernel of truth here that, the days when the train would pull into Omaha and you would speechify off the caboose in the back on a platform and say one thing in Omaha and then pull into Sacramento and say something totally different and nobody would ever kind of be able to correlate the two, those days are long over. And what we're seeing is a degree of transparency, however it's achieved, a degree of transparency that is going to cause political campaigns in the future to try to make these two worlds come together a little bit more clearly. That is, what you say in private to Goldman Sachs and to Deutsche Bank, and what you say in public about Goldman Sachs and Deutsche Bank. Both of those have to correlate a little bit more cleanly than they have in this campaign.
Yeah. We see the trouble that Donald Trump is having. We recognize it. But Hillary Clinton, with all these leaks and all these possibilities, it's not as if she has smooth sailing ahead necessarily.
No, she doesn't. It's a month before the election. Who knows what's going to pop up?
No way to know.
This has been a campaign of surprises. And so you don't know what's going to come through in the next 30 days. If it's more of this type of internal jostling and admittedly some disconnect between the public and the private pronouncements, it may not rise above the buzz that other things are getting, such as what happened last night in the debate, one candidate saying that he wishes to jail the other, the tape from the bus. It may not penetrate that. It may be something that just kind of stays as static in this campaign. But it is substantial, and it is going to be covered, and it is very, very interesting to read.
And certainly there's an audience for it. And most people who are after transparency would love to see all of it if they can.
Yeah, that's right.
And there are also privacy advocates who are like, we shouldn't even be talking about it. So
yeah,
there's two sides.
That's right. But it's out, and so you have to address it. And
you do, 100%.
It's interesting to read.
It is to me. Yeah, some of it. Some of it's very interesting. Thank you, John.